Let's meet the visiting team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. At small forward, Jaden McDaniels. At point guard, Mike Conley. At center, Rudy Gobert. At the other forward position, Julius Randle. At the other guard position, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of the visiting team is Chris Finch. Introducing the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At forward, 6'7", number 44, Patrick Williams. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 3, Josh Giddey. A 6'10" center, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. At guard, 6'5", number 0, Kobe White. At the small forward position, standing 6'5", number 8, Zach LaVine.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And for the Bulls, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Kobe White is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's LaVine in at the 3 spot. Another NBA season, Clark, upon us. What's the biggest change you've seen since you played?
Well, I think a couple of things. Actually, I would consider these a tie. The ball handling and the three-point shooting of 7-foot guys. And then lastly, maybe the matchup zones defensively. Are the biggest changes for me. Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Vucevic setting the pick for LaVine. Pass to White. Takes it inside. 6 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Edwards inside. Giddey defending. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
It goes on Josh Giddey. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say perhaps the face of the league for several years to come. A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
Now here's Vucevic trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Dallas. Giddey, no good. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Hornets. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Randall from outside. Off to a good start.
Julius, let's go.
Shot attempt.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a
Gobert,
way
get
to
back.
change that.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Edwards. Out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Floats one. Edwards can't hit. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. And
Yes,
Randall
sir.
throws it down.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Giddey.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Conley. And there's the try. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Billy Donovan decides to call a timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Giddey finds Levine. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Shoots from the baseline, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Smith after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Levine. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. So for the Bulls, Offense checked in, and Ball subbed in for White. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why. But Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
Night in and night out, consistently, Smith makes a solid effort in there.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Ball. Ingles kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the three. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Levine. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Levine's got 5.
Mid-range, no problem for Levine. He easily adjusts his shot as needed.
Randall with a screen for Ingles. From downtown. No good there. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Dosunmu is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Smith in at the center position. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 10. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Levine's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McDaniels finds Alexander Walker. Sinks the
Yes,
triple.
sir. Dante.
DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's DiVincenzo, and the layup's good off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And the Bulls making a change here. Craig's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Joe Ingles is checked in for McDaniels. On the wing, Levine. Takes it off the glass. Levine's got 7 points.
Levine just going to work. Talented. Finishing inside.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by
Yeah, Reed,
Dosunmu.
once he's running right
You're
into
just
him.
not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. For 3, Levine doesn't go for him.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
Listen to they talk about as he goes up for that fucking air layup.
Or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
They fucking don't play
We've seen
defense like
growing
this.
confidence from Smith behind the arc. I mean, he takes these pretty readily now.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bulls trail by 10. Pass the ball. Dosunmu. He takes it in. Here's Smith. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And yes, it's good.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Bulls have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Levine wide open. Off target from outside.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Craig against Engel. Craig kicks the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And the Bulls with another miss. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Mavericks. For 3, Edwards.
Come
Edwards with
on.
another miss. Bulls trail by 14. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Here's Dosunmu. That's tipped. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. And there's the
Fucking,
foul.
I hate
It'll go
that
on
call.
Jermaine.
That's the only bad thing
That's
about
his
this
first
year's
foul.
game is they call that
Really good defensive play
ridiculously
to cut
too
him off
much.
there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Josh Giddey comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. Now here's Levine. He's got 7. Shoots over McDaniel. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Levine. Here's Edwards. Inside Edwards.
I don't know why they hop step. I'm trying to fucking dunk it with my right hand.
Why Edwards was selected first.
That fucking broadcast
overall.
for you.
Anthony has a special ability to score.
And Chicago shooting
Also, his
48%
stamina
from
is
the
probably a
field.
big
Not
part of
bad at
that.
all. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Giddey kicks to White. And the
No help.
White.
No help.
He's rising up and bringing the wood on that one. Could be just what they need to pick up their energy.
Well, Greg, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet.
What's up? What's up? Let's go, baby. There you go. Ice in your veins, son. Tell him. Ice in my motherfucking veins.
And that is a
Good
great
job.
move to the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Agreed. Fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one.
Guys, that's
Up
exactly
down
the
so I
kind
can
of play
flip
that
it.
can really spark a team to a rally.
Free throw good, Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Puts it up from 12. And that one released in time, but no good. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact.
Nobody wants to hear
David.
your
Folks,
fucking
don't
ugly
go away
fucking
after the
face.
break. We'll see you right back here
Fucking
for
go
the
back to
start
Florida,
of
you
quarter number
bitch.
3.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
You look at the Timberwolves, they're still trying to find their direction. A little too inconsistent for me, and that's why they're not ranked that high.
Yeah, we've seen glimpses from them. The consistency hasn't been there, but we're just getting started. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Timberwolves.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a lip line. they can hit the three. The tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 15-point game. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck.
God, he's making some tough shots.
Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second
half. Like, gotta put a better defender on me. Come on, this is easy.
Go
shit on
out there
fucking
with
All-Star just to play
and
against
it's
shitty
Conley in at
teams.
the point. Pass to Giddey. Wide a screen on Edwards. Giddey with the bounce pass.
Boots, what you got?
Gobert against Vucevic. Williams kicks to Giddey.
No, sir.
Down Minnesota.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for
Gotta
the
get
three.
his shot
I didn't think
down.
it was a bad choice. On
Get that out of here.
Well, you can't go up
Go,
weak
Conley.
against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Get it. Let's
Kevin,
go.
thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Fans, if you want a t-shirt, we have to be able to hear
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
Fans, let's hear you one.
It's White on the wing. Provide Conley. For three, Levine. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up.
Good job, Gobert.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Timberwolves leading by 16. And here's Conley outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3
Turn
for
your
4.
back to him, son.
Giddey kicks to Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Really?
Anthony
Everybody's
Edwards
made
is a
that.
classic two-guard. Clark,
I tried to do a
spectacular
fucking
player.
up and down
What has
stick
impressed
dunk.
you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great
Signature
body. He
dunk.
had it when he got
The
into the
down
league
stick
after
dunk.
just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Make some noise for the
Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. It's Edwards on the wing. And the three off.
I mean, I had to release it early.
After connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Right, the pass to Williams.
Go.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ball comes in for Kobe White. Minnesota also making some changes. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley.
God damn
Slammed in by
it.
Williams.
Switch me to Gobert so I can guard the paint, not fucking DiVincenzo.
Against the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and
It's worse than mad.
is incredible.
Now here's Randall. He's got
He got
7.
fouled.
Buries
That's
it from
why they
three-point
didn't call the
range.
foul, because he made it.
He's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Giddey against McDaniel. Ball with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timberwolves leading by 17. Alexander Walker finds McDaniel. Three-pointer, Randall. The rebound by Dosunmu. Chicago's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Giddey with it, now defended by Gobert. Ball feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc, Dosunmu's shot is off.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much
Good
room.
Euro. Good Euro.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Beautiful.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Now Dosunmu. Still yet to score. Basket counts.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. Gobert with a screen for Randall. Ooh, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Randall's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Ball. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Misses the corner 3.
Damn it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over.
Dante got such a quick shot.
Ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Levine, ball out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Jalen Smith.
I mean, that was nasty, but also fucking glitchy as shit. He went through 2 people. Telling them to shit.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Levine. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
I'm a fan of keeping the game.
Bullshit.
I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like to.
Goddamn Steph Curry out there. That's bullshit.
Outside, Edwards. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from
Some
deep, but it
fucking
just isn't
late
there
on
for him in
release,
this
bro.
outside, ball. Pass to Levine. Jacks up a three.
It makes this one. I'm fine to go.
Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 19. Here's Edwards. Backed in off the glass. 31 points for Anthony Edwards.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
He got 40 if he just makes his threes.
Ball dishes to Levine. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Smith outside. Pocket 6. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Ball from deep three-point territory. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires from deep. Good on the
Oh my God.
Edwards
Oh
got
my
7
God.
points for the quarter.
He's a demon.
Nice smooth three-point
He's
shot
honestly
by
take a
Edwards
step
there.
back three.
He's got confidence from behind the arc.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen.
And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Williams comes in for Buzella. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Kobe
Got
White
the
in for Ball.
backups in.
Now here's Giddey. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists here tonight. Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Bates-Diop. Alexander Walker with the ball. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And
Block
you
to
could
get
tell
shot
he thought
down.
that triple was going to fall.
And White kicks to Levine. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better.
Good move.
And make it
Good
fun
move. I
to
see you,
come to work
Shane.
every day. In the end,
Earn that
teammates
playing
are
time.
like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another. It matters.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by Minnesota.
2 minutes.
White setting the pick for Vucevic. With some arc. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Reed gets the
Get you some,
bucket.
Nas.
Hey, I love the effort from the
Gotta
defense
eat.
there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Back to Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Levine for 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious
Nah,
to
Spade.
everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
Beautiful.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Shannon, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, Terrence Shannon's good now.
It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now here's Giddey. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. To the inside.
Oh, he got me back on that pump fake. He got me back on that pump fake.
Possesses what I call a
You
throwback big man
asshole.
game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
It's been all Timberwolves.
Try to get
Along just
DiVincenzo
7
shot
points here in the
down.
fourth quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo.
still late. He made it because he was open,
They
but
came in
get
determined
that
to take
release.
this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And here is Giddey. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us in the things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Randall had 13. Yes, he was 2 for 7 for 3. Gotta get better. 6 rebounds is good. Conley had 4 assists. Randall had 3 assists. Gobert didn't have any blocks. Gotta fix that. Only 3 rebounds. And he only played 10 minutes. Levine killed it.